A perceptual position is a way for us to experience the world, but doing so from a number of different perspectives. I'm going to ask you to picture something in your mind, and I'd like you to visualize the house that you live in and take a moment to really get the image formed completely in your mind. Now, as you're doing that, I'd like you to see your house from that particular perspective. And I'm going to ask you to be curious about whether you saw the house from the front, like from the street. That's one perspective that you might have viewed the experience. You may have viewed it from the side, like from the neighbour's perspective, or from the back. Maybe you're seeing it from the back deck, or maybe you've got a top-down view of the house, like from Google Maps. Some of you might have also viewed the house from the inside of the house, which is another perspective again. What if I asked you to view the house from underneath, looking from the house, seeing the floorboards, or seeing the wires from the electrical work, or seeing the concrete? Whichever way or position you viewed your house from, it's different for everybody, and there's no right or wrong about the way you viewed your experiences. Whichever way you do view it from, though, it will have an impact on your emotional state and your overall experience. Looking from the inside, you might see toys around and be annoyed that the kids didn't pick after themselves. Looking from the back, you might recall a recent gathering where you really enjoyed yourself, and maybe that's the feeling you're experiencing. How we view things can have a very different effect on both our experience and our emotions. The advantage of being able to see the world from a number of perspectives is you can build self-awareness and change the takeaway you have from each experience. There are three main ways that you can view the world. One is called first position. In this position, we see the world from our eyes. That is, what we see, hear, and feel from our perspective. It's the perspective we're often most comfortable with. In second position, we see the world from another's perspective, seeing and understanding from their eyes, which is a very different way to view an experience. And third position is like that of a neutral observer or a fly-on-the-wall perspective. We can see ourselves and the others in the interaction, and so it's a much more objective or neutral viewpoint. These are generally the three ways in which we can view experiences. And as human beings, we often get stuck in first position, our own map of the world. Moving from the three perspectives can help us reduce bias from being stuck in our map of the world, that is, first position. The advantage of being able to shift positions is that we can better prepare for a conversation by checking in with the three positions prior. We can also prepare for a conversation by starting in first position and go, what do I want? What do I need from this conversation? In second position, we might ask ourselves, what's the other person's wants and needs? How are they viewing me at the moment? How do I need to start the conversation? And from third position, you might say, what's the best outcome for everyone? What will help everyone to get what they want? This can greatly change how you approach the actual conversation. Alternatively, I've had a conversation that didn't go the way I wanted, and I might want to evaluate how I did from each position. So in first position, I might ask myself, what happened from my perspective? How do I feel about it? In second position, I might ask, how did the other person feel about what happened? How did I come across from the other person's perspective? What's their opinion of me? This question is so powerful as we rarely stop to look at our own behavior in an interaction. And in third position, you might ask yourself, what do I notice about each other's body language and the behavior when the two of us are interacting? Where did it go wrong? Another way you can use perceptual positions, and in a really live way, is in the middle of a conversation that maybe isn't going the way you want. And you have the self-awareness to pull back and ideally go to third position and ask yourself, this isn't going the way I want, how do I readjust? This allows you to think on your feet in a live situation. Being able to adapt and use your self-awareness to make sure that the outcome is better and how it's turning out so it's going to be more ideal and not just a first position outcome. So these are the three perceptual positions.